Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to another Loners. Glad to have you here. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for stopping by again. And just want to say, we haven't put out anything recently on our vlog channel because we're plotting. But just go and look at our past videos and get us some watches and some scribes, please. We would appreciate it. And this is episode number 133. Roll the intro.
Good morning. What are you doing? Stop embarrassing me. Good morning. It's our morning.
Yo.
And this is the first thing we're doing. So we're a little tired. But we're going to do a funny video.
This one's not funny.
Oh, we're not. Okay. We're doing why U.S. produced eggs are banned across Europe.
And vice versa.
It's December 1st. Rent is due. Pay your rent.
Yeah.
You're not going to watch this on December 1st, so never mind. Right?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to do why U.S. produced eggs are banned across Europe and vice versa.
I'm trying to think.
It's probably the way that they're raised.
One time my cousin, who actually is coming today, picking her from the airport, she went to the store and got eggs. I can't remember what market it was. And she FaceTimed me and she saw through the shell that there was like a tint of red. And she's like,
oh, damn.
Bro, what do I do?
Oh, I remember this.
This was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's only one way to find out. You just got to crack that sucker open. And then she got so frightened, she dropped, because the eggs were like in a bag. Like they were in a crate in a bag. She dropped the bag and they all cracked. I think there was like 6 of them. And it was just like a murder scene. There's so much blood.
That's crazy, though. I've never seen that where there's like blood in the egg. Our dog is just like getting his morning movement. There he is.
So don't know what that was about. But does anyone ever get the egg ick where like sometimes your eggs are just like eggs. And then other times you're like, I'm eating an egg. This is weird. You don't, does this ever happen to you?
No.
I go through periods where I don't give 2 fucks, and then other times where I'm like, I can't do this. There was a chicken here.
I'm sorry. Egg. Yeah, I do get grossed out by eggs sometimes.
Yeah, it's weird.
To me, they're not like, I don't enjoy eating eggs, but like, unless they're scrambled with like salt and pepper, then I'm like, all right, it's okay. But like, I don't like how like, I know you like the hard boiled eggs.
I'll eat a hard boiled, a deviled egg. Sign me up. But
those are kind of gross.
Scrambled. I'll only eat scrambled if like I have no idea it's in the dish I'm eating, like the fried rice. That I can eat it.
Or an egg on a burger.
No.
It's pretty good. All right.
Anyway,
let's continue.
How do you feel about eggs?
Yeah,
oh wait, sorry. One more thing. I don't know why I haven't processed my thoughts for the day because it's the first thing we're doing this morning. So you guys are hearing my thoughts. Did anybody ever watch the Amanda Show? If you did, you're awesome. But there was this one segment called The Girls Room, and they would go to the bathroom and just gossip and talk shit. And then there was this one girl who loved eggs. Like that was her only.
Wait, why do I remember this? That was her
whole bit.
I remember this.
She was like, I like eggs, or something like that.
I remember this.
Okay, enough. Sorry.
All right, let's start. I'm gonna start the video now. So let's go.
In the United States, the United States Department of Agriculture, or the USDA, lays out regulations for how food products should be produced and processed to ensure food safety. The United States Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA on the other hand, determines the best food consumption practices to minimize health problems. Ironically, they also determine how much rat hair should be allowed in peanut butter, rat feces in your spices, and cigarette butts in your sandwich. Unless you find more than 30 insect fragments or 1 rodent hair per 100 grams of peanut butter, 9 milligrams of rodent poop per 1 kilogram of wheat, 75 mites per 100 grams of dried mushrooms, 1 maggot per 100 grams of tomato juice, and 13 insect heads every 100 grams of fig paste, the FDA expects you to compromise with the situation because Well, no food practice is perfect, humans make mistakes, restricting food laws will increase food prices, and bugs aren't that gross. Some of them are quite healthy. At the same
No.
time, the USDA has laid out guidelines for how commercial eggs should be produced, processed, and stored to make sure eggs remain safe for public consumption. The UK has their own regulations, but their regulations are quite opposite to those in the US, making it illegal for eggs produced in the UK to be sold in the US and those produced in the US to be sold in the UK. But if guidelines in both the cases are made for food safety and are in the public interest, why are they so contrasting to one another? Which of them is the right practice, or are both of them equally good? In the case of American eggs, the USDA requires its egg farms to properly wash and sanitize their eggs before they reach consumers in order to remove any dirt and feces on the exterior of the eggs. These contaminants are bacterial in nature and may pose a food safety threat when they enter a kitchen environment. For instance, one may crack open an egg and then proceed to prepare a sandwich with those bacteria-ridden hands. Also, eggshells are porous, so there's a possibility of microbes leaking inside the egg. As per the regulation, eggs are washed with warm water, at least 20 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than the internal temperature of the eggs, and at a minimum of 90 degrees Fahrenheit. A detergent that won't impart any foreign odours to the eggs is also used. After washing, the eggs are rinsed with a warm water spray containing a chemical sanitizer to remove any remaining bacteria, and then are dried to remove excess moisture. Every step of this whole process is scientifically designed and must be executed with extreme care, otherwise this procedure can lead to more damage than good. For example, the drying of eggs is crucial because a dry eggshell acts as a barrier to bacterial intrusion, while the presence of moisture makes the shell more permeable, exposing it to a pathogen attack. Furthermore, moisture itself may act as a medium for bacterial growth, and water provides an excellent vehicle for pathogens such as salmonella. The right temperature of warm water...
You know what's crazy? I just saw on the news the other day, there's a cantaloupe outbreak of salmonella,
I think I heard about
and
that.
like 3 people died from it.
That's so random.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Who eats
Salmonella.
cantaloupe?
Salmonella. Is that the stuff that's usually on like lettuce and other
Poultry.
stuff, or no? What am I thinking of?
E. coli.
That was in like lettuce?
There's a lot of like romaine recalls because of that.
Do you guys have those outbreaks too a lot?
We get
let
them
us
all
know.
the time, especially with
Yeah.
vegetables and stuff.
I said the other day though when we were looking at eggs, I was like, this feels like painted, like someone painted on
You
the
did say
white
that.
coat. It did look like
it's just
it.
too white.
Yeah. What are you gonna
That's
say?
what I was wondering. Like when they sanitize it, like do they add like a coloring agent to make it look more bright?
I would
and
think so.
clean?
I would. What? Can you answer me this? I think you told me before, but I forgot.
Can you answer me this?
What's the
Like a
difference?
5-year-old. Can you answer me this?
What's the difference
Sorry.
between the white and the orange coated eggs?
The brown eggs are like
Brown
free
eggs, sorry.
range, so I'm assuming they don't add certain.
That means they don't keep them like cooped
Chemicals.
up in a cage.
Yeah, allegedly, but like I guess it depends on who you ask.
I don't
I'm
know.
not the one vetting a farm, so I don't really know the exact guidelines, but supposedly those are like free
Got it.
range farm eggs,
Got
not mass produced.
Got it.
But I don't know. Google's free.
Washing water is important because water colder than the egg could cause the contents of the egg to contract, sucking polluted water in through the shell.
What?
Results may get worse if a facility is not careful enough to regularly change the washing water and eggs
Ugh.
are left to sit in the dirty bath.
Ew.
With such high risk of bacteria, if cleaned improperly, the UK and almost all of the world except the US believe that eggs should not be washed or cleaned before they're sold to consumers. As far as dirty eggs are concerned, the EU's egg marketing law encourages good husbandry on farms. Because eggs can't be cleaned or washed, it's in the farmer's best interest to produce the
Slay.
cleanest eggs possible, as no one is going to buy their eggs if they're dirty.
I mean, that makes sense.
It does.
Because you can't hide anything.
Yeah.
It'll show in your work.
And then the consumer can just kind of clean it a little bit, right, or whatever.
Yeah. If it's a little, like if you go buy carrots and there's a little dirt on it, like if you have a meltdown, that's a you thing. I think that's probably how they feel about eggs. But if I got an egg from a grocery store here and saw dirt on it, immediately I'd be like,
That's kind of weird because they go through a whole process.
right, to get here. If I'm at the farmer's market, it's another story.
Because they might have a little
Yeah,
little farm
like
of their
these
own where
are-
they grow them.
Yeah.
Got
That's so interesting. I wonder if eggs are like heavily consumed in the UK because people love their eggs here.
Let
It's
us know.
part of the American breakfast.
I know you guys like beans and toast more. I'm just kidding. All right.
This may not sound too
You're not
convincing to you, but there's more to it. An egg carries a thin layer of coating on its outer surface called cuticle. This layer naturally protects eggs from almost all contamination and also keeps the eggs fresh for longer periods. Washing eggs damage most of this protective layer and makes them vulnerable to contamination from pathogens and other microorganisms. In absence of washing, an egg is capable of protecting itself naturally, and if care is taken while handling the eggs,
Is that
the
a UK
contamination
egg?
of kitchen
Is that a UK egg?
Sure, I don't
The
know.
color was different. It wasn't yellow.
Babe, some eggs just have a darker color. I don't know. Do
environments
you
can
want to ask
also
her?
be eliminated.
I don't know.
The UK thus believes that a little care is better than the huge risk and cost of washing eggs. Another thing that makes British eggs and American eggs different to one another is how they're stored. In the UK and almost everywhere
I
in
was
Europe,
wondering
you can
that.
see eggs sitting in unrefrigerated shelves of supermarkets. The EU regulations stipulates that eggs
Well, it
should
makes sense because like when they are in the fridge, condensation happens, and then they said that's like breeding bacteria too.
That is true.
So when they said that, I was like immediately like, why the fuck are we keeping the?
Sorry.
But when I was in culinary school, I only had to take a couple baking classes because it wasn't like what I was trying to focus on. I fucking hate baking. I wish I liked it because it just looks so fun if you actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
But they would leave the eggs outside.
Really?
Yeah.
So I really don't understand why we do that then. It just gives the impression that it's more fresh.
I guess. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason. I don't know it.
Yeah.
But I've heard a lot of bakers say that
To leave the
they
eggs
leave
out.
their butter out. They leave their eggs out.
But butter will melt. You just have to keep it at room temperature or what?
Yeah, it depends how the weather is. If it's like, if you don't have an AC, yeah, it's going to melt.
Yeah.
But like if I left butter out, it wouldn't melt. Like in this weather, it'd be fine.
in general not be refrigerated before selling to the final consumer. Chilled eggs, when left outside at room temperature during transit between the supermarket and the customer's home, may sweat and form moisture on its surface, facilitating the growth of bacteria and probably their ingression into the egg. The American system, on the other hand, instructs its seller to refrigerate eggs under 40 degrees Fahrenheit in order to decrease the risk of salmonella. Salmonella
still
isn't a
see-
big problem in the UK because European farmers have been vaccinating their hens against salmonella since the 1990s and have received good
Damn.
results. Vaccination in the US is not a common practice. Because of all of these differences in how eggs are processed and stored in the two nations,
Guys, come on, Big Pharma. You're missing out on an opportunity here. You could be selling to the farmers.
That is true.
British eggs are significantly richer in taste.
But sorry for stopping. I would say that the vaccinations in the UK against salmonella are probably government funded.
I know. I'm just
Joking.
joking.
Yeah.
'Cause, like,
They would definitely
most
make money off of
opportun-
it. Yeah. That's probably why, because the farmers probably would be like, no, we're not paying that. Because they'll probably charge them a lot
Unless
to do
it's
that.
forced. But yeah,
Yeah.
not saying that should happen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm making a joke.
I don't know the details, but there was a farmer strike in the Netherlands.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember what for. If you guys know, let us know in the comments. I don't remember.
Yeah, let
but-
us know. That's interesting.
But how would you know? British eggs can't be sold
Yeah,
in
how
the
would I
US, and the US ones in the UK.
Cool.
Well,
I mean, that was interesting. Damn, there's a video. Hitler's $320 million birthday.
yikes.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah,
somebody out there is eating eggs while they're watching this. I just know it. So let us know what kind of eggs you're eating.
and if eggs are popular where you're from, because they're pretty popular here. I think they've always been like the American breakfast type of thing. Like, you know what I mean?
Eggs, bacon, and pancakes.
Yeah. It sounds good.
I hate pancakes. I
But
don't
yeah.
like eggs.
Those
I'm not
are-
American, guys. Ship me out.
I
Just
think
kidding.
we're European at heart.
I like French toast.
We're European or Asian at heart.
Everybody's not American at heart. If you think about
At
it.
heart.
Except for natives.
We know someone who's American at heart, 100%.
I'm talking about Native American. I'm not talking about America.
Oh, I meant heart, not actual.
My bad. Anyway, I like French toast.
Oh, French
and
toast is so good.
crepes.
Yeah, you make really good French toast.
I do.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you do, please like and subscribe. And also jump over to our vlog channel. We appreciate it, guys. Okay. Check back in with us next week.
Bye.